Good day, everyone. This is jamalnuman. In this presentation, I'll be demonstrating how to do the citation and referencing for a research paper using Endnote, Google Scholar, and Microsoft Word. In addition to that, I'll be showing how to conduct effective search using the Scopus and Web of Science databases. Okay, let's jump right in. First of all, we need to make sure that the import into EndNote option is available in the Google Scholar. If it's not, then you need to go to the three lines here and you click Settings, and under the search results, you go to the Bibliography Manager. You choose the second option, Show Links to Import Citation into, and from the drop-down menu, you choose Endnote, and then you save it. And it should appear here under each single retrieved document or research paper. The second thing is you need to make sure that the EndNote tab is available in Microsoft Word. This tab normally gets available if the EndNote is successfully installed. So by default, it's gonna be plugged on top of Microsoft Word in case the EndNote is successfully installed. The third thing that we need to do is to have the Harvard style as the default citation and referencing style. If it's not, then you need to go to Tools tab here in the EndNote. You go to Tools and you go to the Output Styles. Then you choose Open Style Manager, and from this long list of styles, you choose Harvard. Then you close it, and then again back to Tools, and back to Output Styles, and then you tick it here, so that it's gonna be the default citation and referencing style. Okay. Okay, for this exercise, I'm gonna assume that we are working on a paper with a title, Artificial Intelligence for Real Estate Appraisal. So the first thing that I need to do is to search a relevant document to this title or to this topic. This is why I'm gonna copy it and stick it in the Google Scholar. Okay. This gives us like 49,500 documents that is relevant to the artificial intelligence for real estate appraisal. Let me just restrict the search for the 2023 only. This ends up with 17,100 document that is relevant to the topic of the research. I'll be assuming that I'll be start reading the first retrieved document, which is here. And for that purpose, I have already downloaded this document in PDF format, which is here. And I'll be assuming that I need to include this paragraph in my document. Of course, it's not accepted just to copy and paste the paragraph as is. This is not our work, it is the work of others. Then we need to do the paraphrasing for this paragraph. And for this purpose, for the purpose of this exercise, I have already done the paraphrasing, which is supposed to be here. Okay. And then I'm gonna stick it in Word in my document. So this piece of information actually is obtained from that document. It's not ours. This is why we need to insert the source for this piece of information. So the citation comes after the paragraph, maybe at the end or at the beginning. We're going to explain this later. But for the time being, I need to include the citation at the end of the paragraph. To do that, I need to get back to the Google Scholar. Here, I'm going to click the import into Endnote. Then the files pops up here. I'm going to click it. It's going to open in the Endnote. Then I make sure that it is selected. And then I go back to Word. And then from the Endnote tab, I go to Insert Citation, and then Insert Selected Citation. Insert Selected Citation. Here you go. We got both of them, the citation and the reference, automatically inserted to the document with the correct format according to the Harvard style. And if you make select all, you're going to observe that the color of the both of them, the citation and the reference, is different from the rest of the file. And this indicates that they have been inserted automatically, and they have never been typed manually. Okay. Now let's explore kind of skills related to citation. What if I need to start with the citation instead of having it at the end of the paragraph? Let me just copy this paragraph first here. And stick, and let me stick the citation at the beginning of the paragraph. Okay. But when the citation comes at the beginning of the paragraph, then its format is different. It should be the name of the author and then the year between brackets. And in order to do that automatically, just we need to right-click the citation and then choose the second option from edit citation. Edit citation, we choose the second option. And here you go. And of course, to keep the flow of the paragraph correct, we need to do kind of modification in indicated the blah, blah, blah. Okay. Now, what if I need to include more than source within the same citation? For example, let me just first copy this paragraph and stick it here. What if this piece of information is included also in other research paper, and I need to include these sources into the citation here? For example, let me go back to the Google Scholar. I'll be assuming that this research paper and this one support the same piece of information. This is, of course, just an example. What I'm gonna do, I'm gonna stick the cursor first within the first citation, then I go back to the Google Scholar here and click import into Endnotes. I go to the second research paper and click import into Endnote. And then once it's pop up, I open it and make sure that it is selected in Endnote. And then I go to the Word, and from the Endnote, insert citation, insert selected citation. We see that both the citation and the reference are inserted automatically. Easily. Then I'll be assuming also that the third research paper here supports the same piece of information. This is why I'm gonna click import to Endnote, and then I'm gonna do the same in the Endnote. I stick the cursor here, and then Endnote, insert citation, and I click insert selected citation. Okay. So for this piece of information, I got the three sources in the same citation. I got the three sources in the same citation: Yilmaz, Kumar, and Ahmed. Now, what if I need to change the sequence of sources in the citation? For example, I need Ahmed to be the first source that appears in the citation. In order to do that, just I right-click the citation, then I go to the edit citation, I go to more. In this dialog box, I select Ahmed, and here I have arrow, then I click it for the first time and for the second time, and then I click OK. Then I'm going to observe that Ahmed is the first source in the citation. Now, what if I need to delete one of the sources from the citation? I do the same, right-click, and then edit citation more. For example, I need to delete Kumar here. I have the option remove citation, remove. And when it's removed, then its reference is removed as well because they are linked. So I don't need to care about going to the referencing and do this work manually. Everything is done automatically. Now, what if I need to copy this paragraph into a new document? We see that the references are not copied with the citations. And in order to do that, just we go to the Endnote and update citations and bibliography. We click it, and here you go. We got the references for the citation. Those are the most important skills that we need to know about Endnote and how to manage and control the citation in our research paper document. And by this, I'll be moving to explore some of the skills in the Scopus and Web of Science databases. Okay. So because the topic that I'm working on is artificial intelligence for real estate appraisal, we observe that it has two main parts. The first part is artificial intelligence, and the second part is real estate appraisal. So I don't need all the documents that is discussing or that include artificial intelligence, nor those include real estate appraisal. I need the combination between the artificial intelligence and real estate appraisal. And this is why I need to write a code here. So I need all the documents that include real estate appraisal in combination with artificial intelligence in order to have an effective, search. Okay, let me copy this one and go to the Scopus. Let me stick it here. So I stick it in Scopus and make search. I see that this string ends up with, has retrieved just only 15 documents. So artificial intelligence with real estate appraisals string retrieved 15 documents. Then I might start reading these documents, and I may find out that the real estate appraisal or even the artificial intelligence can be expressed in other terms. And this is why I need to continue developing my string in order to retrieve all the relevant documents. For example, I can use the second string, which is artificial real estate appraisal that can be expressed also as property valuation. So I need all the documents that have real estate appraisal or property valuation and artificial intelligence or machine learning. So I need this kind of combination. If I copy this one and go back to the Scopus here, let me stick it, search. With this string, 86 documents have been retrieved, which means that this string is much more effective than the first one because it includes more terms and vocabulary that can retrieve more relevant research paper. Okay. I can proceed with developing the string here. Real estate appraisal, property valuation, housing price, and here artificial intelligence, machine learning, and deep learning. Let's see how many documents will be retrieved with this string. 292 documents have been retrieved with this string. I can keep developing the string in order to include all the relevant vocabularies and terms inside the string in order to retrieve all the possible relevant documents. I may end up with a long list of terms and vocabularies. For this, I'm going to use this one, Control C. Search. Oh, this ends up with 1,800 79 documents that is relevant to this string. I can use also the Web of Science database in order to do the same. The only difference is the way we write the string. Control C. And here the first string retrieves only 6 documents. And why is there is a difference between the Scopus and the Web of Science? Because they are not indexing the same journals. And this is why we could find difference between the file retrieved with the same string. I can also try the second string here. I got here 56. Okay, this is how we do effective search within the Scopus or Web of Science databases. Of course, this option is available also even in Google Scholar. If you go to 3 lines here, and you go to the advanced search, you have advanced at which you can do the same that we have done in Scopus and Web of Science databases, but they're for me a little bit flexible more than Google Scholar when it comes to search with codes or strings. Okay, that's all for today. I hope that this presentation was helpful. Thanks for watching. See you next time. Have a good one. Bye.